Unit 7, Learning Target Number 8. Solve real-world problems with polygons on the coordinate plane. All right, let's use what we've talked about in the past couple of lessons and solve a problem here. Hank bought a plot of land. The coordinates of the land are given below. Each square is equal to 1 mile squared. So each one of these guys right here, each one of these is 1 mile squared, 1 square mile. All right, so the first step in solving this problem, we know he's been given a plot of land. It's really important for us to figure out what shape that land is in. Find out what it is so we can find the area. So over here, we know we're going -4 on the x-axis. For right here, we know we're going to go -4 on the x-axis and then up 1 on the y-axis. Then for B, we know we're going to go -2 on the x-axis and up 4 on the y-axis. And then for C, we're going to go over 2 towards the positive, right? 2 for the positive and then up 4. And finally for D, we're going to go over 4 on the x-axis and up 1 on the y-axis. Okay, and now let's connect those lines. Let's connect those lines and see what we get. All right, so we'll connect this one. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. You can probably already begin to see the shape that this is taking. It's going to be a what? Do you remember? Starts with a T and ends with trapezoid. Trapezoid. There we go. Now let's calculate the area of the plot of land. Now you remember the area formula for trapezoid. Hopefully you do. Its area is equal to 1/2 times the height of the trapezoid times the length of A and B, the two different bases. So in our case, we have our base up here. This is base A, and this will be base B. So we can go ahead and plug those in. A, we know is, let's see, how long is that guy right there? We know that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top base is 4, and the bottom base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the bottom is 8. So we'll say 4 plus 8 here. And then we have to find the height, right? We know A and B. Now we need to find the height. We'll just count down from the top. We'll draw a line here, straight down like that, and count. So 1, 2, 3 is the height. So we know we're going to multiply it by that. And also multiply by 1/2. Okay, so let's get busy with that. 8 plus 4, right? 8 plus 4 using our little PEMDAS is 12. We're going to multiply that by 3 and then by 1/2. Now, I can do these in any order that I want, right? I could do this as simply taking 12 and dividing it by 2 first, and that would make my life easier. I'm not going to do that because I want you to see it a little bit easier. What I'm going to do first is take these guys and multiply them together. So 3 times 12 is 36. And then I have to multiply that by 1/2. Don't forget your 1/2. 36 divided in 2. Do you remember what that is? You can take 36 and divide it by 2 if you want to. And that's going to give you 2 goes into 3 one time. You're going to subtract that. It's going to give you 16. And then you're going to get 8. So we know that this is going to be 18. So the total of this is going to be 18 what? Well, we're not, oh yes we are, we're given our units. So we're given that this is miles squared, so we'll know that this is miles squared. 18 miles squared for this trapezoid. Okay, let's do one more example. We're going to calculate the area of the shape described by the points below. Here we're given some points, we need to calculate the area. So we're going to begin, first of all, we're going to plot the points. So we'll plot them first. Starting here, A is at 1 on the x-axis, and then -2 on the y-axis. So this is point A right here. Then we'll come over here to B. That is 3 along the x-axis and 3 along the y-axis. So this is point B right here. And then C is 5 along the x-axis and -2 along the y-axis. And that is point C. And all we have to do then is connect those dots. So we'll draw this guy here, and this guy here, and this guy here. And what shape do we have? Of course, we have a triangle. So we've got a triangle, and the area is what we're looking for, right? We're calculating the area of the shape. So if we're looking for the area, we remember that the area formula for a triangle is what? Do you remember the area formula for the triangle? See if you can recall it while I write it. area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. Do not forget the 1/2, right? I tell you that over and over and over again. Okay, so what is the base of our triangle? Well, let's draw a line and see. We know this is our base down here, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Our base is going to be 4. Now we need to figure out our height. Our height. Remember, for a triangle, what we're going to do is we're going to drop a line from the top here all the way down to the bottom, and that will be our height. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our height is going to be 5. And then we multiply all of that by 1/2, don't forget. So 4 times 5 is 20. And then we multiply that by 1/2. 1/2 times 20, of course, is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. So the area is equal to 10 what? Well, it told us that each square, it says, each square is 1 square foot. So that means that this guy right here, any one of these squares, is 1 foot squared. In our case, we have 10 of those, so it is 10 feet squared.